Hi everybody, I'm Sarah Hannala. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be starting out our Bhakti Flow Basics series. Today will be a full body flow, so we'll be going over just a little bit of everything today to start out your beginner's practice. And then we'll begin with some brief chanting. So Bhakti Yoga is the path of love and devotion. There's 4 primary paths of yoga, and we'll be focusing on this path of love and devotion. So we honor that sense of devotion by chanting. So we'll begin by finding any comfortable seat that feels best for you. Your hands can relax wherever is comfortable, maybe even bring them up to prayer at heart center for Anjali Mudra. Either a soft gaze or let your eyes close. We'll begin by connecting our breath. Take a gentle inhale through your nose. Sweet sigh out your mouth. This will begin as a call and response. So first I'll say it one time, and then you can join in with me. I'll let you know when, and we'll go through it a few times so that you can catch on. Om Hare Om Hare Om Hare Om. Together. Om Hare Om Hare Om Hare Om. Let's keep it going. Om Hare Om Hare Om Hare Om. Om Hare Om Hare Om Hare Om. A little louder. Om Hare Om Hare Om Hare Om. Soft like a lullaby. Om Hare Om Hare Om Hare Om. Take a gentle breath in. Soft sigh out your mouth. The words Om Hare Om mean I bow to the divine. So inviting ourselves to just step into that sense of offering, that sense of devotion. Pausing here for a moment to feel that vibrational energy. Let's take another breath in, another breath out. Gently allowing your eyes to flutter open to a nice soft gaze. Hands relax back down wherever is comfortable. We'll be moving through a full body flow today. This is a beginner series. So we'll begin just right here in the comfortable seat. Take a big breath in, gentle breath out, and allow your right ear to fall to your right shoulder. Maybe your eyes close if that feels good. You can stay right here, or maybe the left fingertips come down towards the mat. Once again, you can stay here, or maybe you take this right hand and just place it gently on the left ear. We aren't pulling, but we just place it on top for a little extra gravity. Start to invite in some gentle breaths in through your nose. And exhaling out the nose or the mouth. Just igniting a breath, that's just a little bit beyond your natural breathing patterns. One more here, inhaling. Exhale. And release the hand if it's on top, head comes through neutral, and then left ear to the left shoulder. Once again, you can stay here or reaching these right fingertips down, and maybe taking the left hand to your right ear. Breathing in, breathing out. Feeling the sensations, and a gentle stretch to your neck. One more inhale. One more exhale. Good. Releasing the hand if you have it on top. Rise the head up. And let's make way onto our backs. Knees are bent, soles of the feet on the mat, palms face down. Maybe you can even tickle your heels with your fingertips. On a gentle inhale, we'll press the hips up towards the sky, Setu Bandhasana, our bridge pose. We try not to squeeze the butt here. It's kind of always the first thing we do in a back bend. We'll actually allow the glutes to stay soft as we lift the hips up just a little bit higher. As always, you can close your eyes or take a gentle gaze, and we try to maintain some consistency in our breath. Inhaling slow. Let's use the exhale to lower down slow. Nice and strong, one vertebra at a time. Good. Let the knees kiss one another. Maybe the hands come to the belly if that feels good. We always want the lower back to settle and pause for a moment after doing big back bends. When you're ready, knees come into the chest. Give yourself a little squeeze, maybe a little hug, maybe rock a little bit side to side if that feels good. Take some wiggles of your toes, circles of your ankles. Just getting into your body. And when you're ready, taking a supine twist, we drop the knees over to the right side. Left arm can open up, either straight or elbow bent like a cactus. And we allow the chin to fall over to the left side. So we invite in a full spinal twist. Getting that gentle twist in the neck as well. Maintaining that consistent breath, inhaling slow, exhaling slow. Starting with a simple breath, nothing too forced yet. Just inviting ourselves to move into our body, to move into our breath. Let's take one more here, inhaling through the nose, exhaling out the nose or the mouth. Moving through the center and to the other side, dropping our knees all the way to the left. Right arm opens up, either straight or bent like a cactus. Chin falls to the right, eyes closed if you can. You're always welcome to keep a soft gaze. However, when we close the eyes, we draw the focus inward a little bit. And we can maintain that sense of observation in our practice. Simply observing the way that each space feels in our body, the way the breath feels. And maybe even observing some of the thoughts in the mind, knowing that it's okay to think. One more breath in, one more breath out. Coming back towards the center. Hug the knees into your chest once again, little squeeze. And then start to rock forward and back, taking pretty big rocks here like you're massaging your spine. About 5 or 6. And on the last one, we rise all the way up, cross our ankles, plant the hands, and step back to a tabletop position. So we want to be on the hands and knees stacked directly under the hips, wrists stacked directly underneath the shoulders, spread the fingertips wide, take up a lot of space. When you're ready, take a big inhale, drop the belly, pull the shoulders back, lift the chin up, heart up. Exhale as you round in, chin towards the chest, shoulders to the ears. Connecting breath and movement as we inhale, open the heart. Exhale, round it in, shoulders to the ears, chin to the chest. Inhale, arch and open. Exhale, round it in. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Releasing to a neutral spine. Pausing for a moment. From our tabletop position, we take the right foot, step it forward. You might have to wiggle it forward a little bit. And rise your torso up. Hands come to the hips. Adjust your hips as needed. Hug your belly in nice and strong. We want to protect the lower back. And then if it feels comfortable for you, you can rise the arms up overhead. We take a big inhale, lengthen up the spine. And on the exhale, slowly start to drop your hips down, but keep that engagement in your belly so we're protecting the spine. Anjaneyasana, the low lunge. 2 breaths here, in through the nose, out the nose or the mouth. Inhale. Stay for the exhale. And releasing the hands down, hips come back, our half Hanumanasana, our half splits. So you have a gentle bend in the knees, a little bit of flexion in the feet if that's available to you. We try to avoid any real rounding and reaching here. We draw the shoulders back a little bit, walk the hands back or forward as needed, always adjusting to your practice. Remembering that this is your practice, so please adjust as needed. Taking another breath in here. 1 more breath out. Good. And then we bend the knee to step this foot back to our tabletop and stepping that left foot forward. Once again, adjust as needed. Rise up when you're ready, hands on your hips to remind you to square them up, hug the belly in strong, and you can always stay right here or on a big inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Take a big inhale, lengthen up your spine, keep the belly strong, and on an exhale, start to draw the hips down towards the mat. 2 full rounds of breath. Good. After that exhale, hands come down, hips back, our Ardha Hanumanasana, our half splits. Once again, a little bit of softness in the knee, a little bit of flexion in the feet if we can. Breathing. Finding that gentle consistency in our breath. 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale. Good. Bending the front knee. Plant your hands all the way down this time. Tuck the back toe knee off your mat and step back to a high plank. Core nice and strong. Hug in the belly. Try not to sink your butt too low or too high. Hips about in line with the shoulders. Belly nice and strong. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. And shift your weight forward just a little bit. Shoulders past the wrist. We lower the knees, chest and forehead, a surrender of the ego, hips stay up. Then we lower the hips, untuck the toes, take a big inhale, Bhushangasana, our baby cobra, lifting the head and chest off the mat, elbows to the rib cage, and lower down on the exhale, forehead down, surrender of the ego. 1 more time, inhale up, little back bend. Exhale, forehead down, surrender of the ego. Push yourself up and back to a child's pose. Knees wide, toes touching. We sit back on our heels, walk the hands forward, forehead towards the mat. Feel your spine lengthen a little bit, maybe walking the hands even a little bit more forward, trying to sink the hips back to your heels. But don't worry if your hips don't come all the way down, just listening to your body, meeting yourself wherever you're at. 1 more big breath in. 1 more breath out. Good. Rising up through a tabletop to downward facing dog. So we tuck the toes, lift our hips up high, soften the knees a little bit, lengthening the spine. Don't worry too much about getting your heels down or locking out the legs. Our main focus is actually lengthening our spine. Belly in just a little bit, take a nice breath in. Exhale it out the mouth this time. Good. Look forward, step your right foot forward, spin your back heel down, and rise the arms up overhead. Warrior 1. Belly stays a little bit strong here, and we're working to square off the hips. Really press into the edge of your back foot, planting the pinky toe down. Find a simple gaze to lock your eyes upon, what we call our drishti. Preferably somewhere that isn't moving too much. It can be on the floor, the wall, or even up towards the sky if that feels good for you. Just 1 more breath in. We use the exhale to open up Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2, where we stack our torso directly over the hips, tilt the pelvic floor under just a little bit, and keep opening up this right knee. It naturally kind of starts to go inward, so we want to stack it right above the ankle. We take the gaze over the middle finger, relax the shoulders away from the ears, take a big breath in. Breath out. Extended side angle pose, so we draw the right elbow down to the knee. Left arm comes up over the head, reaching forward, so we're extending that side body. Try to maintain the depth in your front leg as best as you can. But always remember that this is your practice and to meet yourself wherever you're at. Take a gentle breath in, gentle breath out. Rise yourself up, reversing the warrior, left hand down the back thigh. Open up the right side body. Then straighten your front leg. Torso stacks over the hips, square off your hips once again. Utthita Trikonasana, our triangle pose. As we tilt forward, our right fingertips either come to the shin or all the way to the mat, or you can even take your peace fingers around the big toe if that's in your practice. The main thing here is we don't want to dump into our shoulder, but we lengthen up. Both hands are reaching in opposite directions, belly stays nice and strong, and our fingertips are just in contact with our leg or the mat instead of sinking our weight into it. One more breath in. One more breath out. Bend that front knee, reverse the warrior one more time, big inhale. Exhale, hands come down to frame your foot. Roll into the ball of your back foot and step back, high plank. Our vinyasa flow, lowering the knees, chest and forehead. Hips down, untuck the toes, Bhushangasana, baby cobra. Exhale, forehead down. Push up and back, child's pose. One breath, pause. Downward facing dog. Always connecting our breath and movement. Take a gentle breath in here. A gentle breath out. Look forward. Step the left foot forward. Spin your back heel down. Belly strong as you rise yourself up, arms up overhead. Remember to press into the edge of your back foot. We're working to square off the hips a little bit as best as we can. Take one breath in. Breath out as we open up. Warrior two. Remember, shoulders and hips all stacked. Fingertips spread wide, no sad hands. Reaching energy. Breath in, breath out. Extended side angle pose. So the left elbow comes down to the knee. We reach that right arm up over the head, reaching towards the front of our mat, opening up the side body. Breathing into the space. Finding regulation in our breath. One more inhale. One more exhale. Rise yourself up and back. Keep the depth in your front leg. Reversing the warrior. And then straighten the leg. Square off the hips. Stack the torso. Utthita Trikonasana when you're ready. Tilting forward. Remember, fingertips either come to the shin or all the way to the mat. Or if it's available, peace fingers to the big toe. We don't want to dump into the weight though. We keep the energy nice and strong, reaching in both directions. One more breath in. One more breath out. Bend the front knee. Rise and reverse your warrior one more time. Use the inhale. Exhale brings us down. Hands to the mat. We're on the ball of the back foot. Step back. Vinyasa flow. Always connecting your breath with your movement. Up and back. Balasana, child's pose. One breath. And make way to a tabletop position. From here, we'll take half pigeon pose. So your right knee comes up towards your right wrist. The foot and shin is angling downward. We try to keep our hips nice and square as much as we can. Sliding back on that back leg. Watch your ankle. We don't want the toes to come in and the ankle to be all broken, but we straighten that ankle as best as we can. Lowering down, maybe that's onto the elbows. Maybe you're able to walk all the way forward, forehead to the mat. And if this just doesn't feel available to your practice at all, you can bend this back knee, come onto your right hip a little bit, and create this nice Z-like shape, and walk down from here. Always remembering to meet yourself wherever you're at. This is your practice, your body. You know you best. Wherever you are, taking a few rounds of breath here, sinking into our hips, inviting in the space. Simply observing the sensations and inviting yourself to observe the sensations without judging them, without criticizing them. We're just allowing it to simply be a part of the experience. One more breath in, one more breath out. And starting to rise yourself back up onto your hands. Tuck your back toe. Send your leg all the way up to downward facing dog so you can give it a little shake. Make sure the blood's back in those toes. Maybe pedal out the feet. And then when you're ready, that left knee comes up towards the wrist. Remembering we either straighten the leg back, squaring off the hips, or take that nice Z-like shape where we bend the back knee. We're on the left hip. And we adjust for our practice. So remembering to listen to your body wherever you're at. Walking the hands forward if you can, or coming onto the elbows. Maybe even we allow the forehead to come down, that surrender of the ego. Breathing in, breathing out. Finding a simple observation of the experience. Trying to maintain some consistency in our breath. And one more inhale. Stay for the exhale. Good. Rising yourself up. This time we're going to roll onto this left hip. Sweep this right leg forward. Maybe shake out the legs as needed. Maybe even a little massage or even little punches to your legs. Once again, let's make sure all that blood is flowing in our toes. We take a little soft bend of the knees, Paschimottanasana, our seated forward fold. A little bit of flexion in the feet if we can. Lengthen up your spine. And from here, gently starting to walk forward. We aren't trying to round and reach. It doesn't really matter if you reach your toes. I promise that won't bring you any closer to enlightenment, but it may cause strain in your back. So we lengthen up the spine first and walk from here. Eventually we will start to straighten the legs, but just remember to meet yourself wherever you're at. There's no rush in our practice. And every day, just observing the experience little by little. One more breath in, one more breath out. Good. Rising yourself up. You might want to slide forward a little bit on your mat. We'll be coming all the way onto our back, so maybe you bend the knees first, arms come out in front, and you use the strength in your core to lower down nice and slow. Good. Legs will come straight up towards the sky. You can stay right here. This is a perfect inversion, or Sarvangasana shoulder stand, where we start to lift the hips up, hands come to our lower back. We're going to wiggle the elbows towards one another, and we really try not to move the neck here. And we eventually start to flatten the body, pointing the toes up towards the sky. Breathing in, breathing out. And you're welcome to stay right here, or taking Halasana Plow, where the toes come all the way over the head towards the earth behind you. And don't worry if you can't reach the earth. That's okay. Maybe bending your knees a little bit as needed to support your lower back. Let's take just one breath in, one breath out. And starting to come all the way onto your back. And the hands come down. Matsyasana, the fish. So the hands will be either beside or underneath the glutes. I like to bend my knees first, feet down, come up on the elbows, press my heart up towards the sky, and then straighten out the legs from here if I can. Big inhale. If it's available to you, chin starts to peel away from the chest, and the head falls back if that's okay on your neck. Breathing in, breathing out. One more inhale through the nose, out the mouth. Chin up towards your chest. Come all the way back onto your back. Left leg is straight. Right knee comes into your chest. Interlace the hands around your knee. Squeeze it in towards your chest. Breathing in. Breathing out. And taking a twist. So we draw this knee all the way over to the left side. Right arm opens up like we did in the beginning, either straight or bent, whatever feels best for you. Remembering to always adjust for your body as needed. Keeping a soft gaze or maybe the eyes closed. One more breath in. One more breath out. Coming back to the center. Hug the knee back in towards your chest. And lift your head and shoulders off the mat. Give your knee a big kiss. Mwah. Even if you can't reach it, give yourself some love. Thank you so much, knee, for holding me up. Leg up towards the sky. Lower down slow, using the strength in your core. Good. Left knee comes in. Interlace the hands around the knee. Give it a little squeeze. And then a big twist when you're ready. Left arm opens up, either straight or bent. Chin over to the left. Eyes closed if you can, drawing the focus inward. On the breath, on the sensations of the experience. One more breath in. One more breath out. Coming back through the center. Hugging the knee in, big squeeze. Head and shoulders off the mat, big kiss. Blow it a kiss even if you can't reach it. Thank you so much, knee. And we send it up, lower it down slow. Savasana, our final relaxation. So getting out any last little wiggles, twitches, adjustments, movements. So you find a final resting posture that serves your practice. If straight legs is not comfortable for you, you can always bend the knees, allow them to kiss one another. This is very supportive of the lower back. So any resting posture that feels best for you. Let's take a big breath in. Let it out the mouth. Either arms beside you, palms up, or you're always welcome to have the hands in contact with yourself in some way. Eyes closed if you can. Just inviting yourself to really soften into this final space. Maybe your top and your bottom row of teeth just gently separate. Inviting your jaw to hang a little bit heavy, to release any extra tension. We let go of any control of our breath, allowing it to be passive. And maybe we even repeat to ourselves, I am relaxed. I am relaxed. I am relaxed. Inviting yourself to fully relax into the space. You're welcome to stay right here for as long as you'd like. We're starting to take a gentle inhale through your nose. Sweet sigh out the mouth. Bring a bit of movement back into your body. Just reminding yourself that you're here in this body. Maybe wiggles to your fingers, toes, hips, or head. When you're ready, taking a big inhale, reaching the arms up overhead, taking a nice big stretch, out your fingers, out your toes, and exhaling out a yawn, a sound, or a sigh. Bending the knees as you roll onto one side in a fetal-like position. Allowing the arm to serve as a little pillow. Just taking a moment to pause here, to feel the support of the earth beneath you. Whenever you're ready, with very little effort, starting to rise yourself up to a comfortable seat. Or maybe the eyes remain closed, and the head will be the very last thing to come up. Let's take a breath in, take a breath out. And all together may we bow at the feet of our teachers for our Guru mantras, our prayer to teachers. Om Guru Brahma, Om Guru Vishnu, Om Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Om Guru Sakshat Parambrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Om Namo Narayana. May the entire world be at peace. As we rise up, hands come to prayer at the third eye center. To love with no intentions. Hands to mouth. To love with no expectations. And hands to prayer at heart center. To love for love's sake. No more, no less. Slight bow of the head. Just taking a moment here to find honor and gratitude for yourself, for having the discipline and the courage to show up to the mat today. I thank you, I honor you, and I love you, I love you, I love you. Namaste. Thank you everyone so much for practicing with me today. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you'd like more videos. I'm going to have lots and lots coming, and make sure to put in the comments some suggestions of things that you would like to learn. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.